Hey, how you doing? John here. So this afternoon's fun and games, I'm going to do some drum stuff with a DTXplorer drum brain, which you could use with any drum sound module where you've got the inputs going on it. It hasn't got MIDI, so the problem is if we want to play it as a drum machine connected to anything, we're going to have to trigger the sounds within it using noises. And I'm not going to hit the old pads and demonstrate what a really bad drummer I am to you. So we're going to use it with noises coming out from Reaper. So let's give it a go. Kick drum, the snare and the hi-hat. And the noises we're triggering with this are purely little hi-hat blips. Same with the snare, same with the hi-hat. It's just the same one little sample, and I'm just doing a little bit of variation on the velocity on there so as we get a bit of fluctuation in the sound to make it sound more human. So if I played the entire drum pattern, it just sounds like a load of clickety clicks. Now each of those three outputs from those three tracks I've got coming out of my audio interface, which I'm doing it through my mixing desk so I can use my sliders, but you can do it just direct coming out from your audio interface, and that's going into the inputs for whichever particular pads you want to do. So in this case, bass, kick, snare. Yeah, bass, snare, kick, other way around. So playing the pattern, I've got the DTX coming into this one here, and I've set it to record. I'm going to turn those three off. And that's now running through the DTX. So each of those is running as a quantized trigger, unlike my incredibly bad drumming. So once you've got your program in all as you want, I mean this is just a basic one for demo purposes, but you can elaborate on the fills and whatever, you can add more lines in, you can do toms and cymbals and things which I haven't included on this. Once you've got that how you want it to run, then you can either just use the DTX or whichever drum brain you want to use, and just run it through your mixer, so you can just have it as a stereo drum kit as such, and you can do your levels on your instruments individually within the box, or the other thing you could do is to record the output. And I'm going to do it line by line. So yeah, I do a track of kick, and I'm going to do a track of snare, I'm going to do a track of hi-hat. So I've got an audio file of the drum. If I want to change the noise later, I can come back and just pick that one particular track. I want to change the snare maybe, then can re-record the snare as a different snare, or you can multi-layer various snare noises into one monster snare if you wanted. Yeah, the options are limitless on it. So I'm going to do an audio track of the kick, which means I've slid the faders down for the snare and the hi-hat. So all I'm going to do is have that one coming through the DTX. I'll have one instrument coming through which I'm going to record. So if I press record, it's going to run into track 10. Etc, etc. So I've saved the kick to the line up there. I'm going to do the same trick now with the snare. So I'm taking the fader down for the kick, bringing the fader up for the snare. I'm going to record it again on track number 10. So the same thing as before. Record. Got that a little bit quiet. Coolio. It'll do just for showing you. Going to move that one up to there, and then I'm going to do the same thing again with my hi-hat. Record. And save. So now I've got a hard-wired as such version of the snare, kick and hi-hat. So now we're just listening to the three recorded tracks, we're not listening to the blips at all. So now I can play with the EQ if I need to, you pan, just as you would do with a real drum kit. So adding a bit of guitar and bass. Yeah. Cool, take care, thanks for watching, like and subscribe and all that other crap. Ta-da!